Hey there. Thanks for joining me. Today is Toxic Tuesday, and we're going to talk about something, unfortunately, I know too much about. I wish I didn't, but I want to share that information with you. This is a live video, so I love watching all the comments coming in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And it's honestly the reason that keeps me going, keeps me coming back here, because just yesterday I got an email from somebody saying, I'm losing hope. I have nowhere to go. I don't know what to do. Please help me. So I'm on a mission from God to help you and to help other people. What I went through is a tragic, tragic event. Actually, it's not, it didn't happen just once. It happened many, many times. And I'll get into a little bit more of that. I feel like it's spiritual warfare because I've been exposed to toxic mold 4 different times in 4 different homes. And I feel like God is just nudging me to get this information out to you. So, what I'm going to be sharing with you today is all about toxic mold. It's Toxic Tuesday, and it's a little bit of uh, advanced copy or information about what I'm going to be sharing in my Wildly Well community all this week, every day this week. I'm going to go live and share tips and tricks that mirror what I'm going to be sharing with you in the Wildly Well community. And if it's something that you are interested in joining, it's for men and women. Every day of the week, we do something different. Monday is Motivation Monday. Tuesday is Toxic Tuesday. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. I do a brand new workout every week. Thursday is Thirsty Thursday. If you want more Bible study, you can get it. And Friday is Freedom Friday. It's information on how to break free from limiting beliefs. Saturday, we take the day off. And Sunday, we have a live, just a video just for our community, a live Zoom call. Because these are great. I love seeing all the comments. I love seeing where in the world you're watching from, but I don't often get to talk to you. So if you want more information about the Wildly Well community, it starts Sunday, and I'd love for you to join me. So check out ShemaineNugent.rocks/wildlywell-resolution. All right, guys, I'm going to get started in just a few minutes. Hey, Janet, going to say hello to people who are joining me here live. Hello, Janet. How are you? Janet, you're joining us, aren't you? Hey, Deborah, also tell me where you are watching from. Roy is watching from Ohio. Probably should get my glasses on. Turkey Tuesday. Turkey Tuesday. Okay, important. Thank you so much for being here, Steve. Hey, where did that one comment go? Hey, BB from Palm Beach, Florida. I used to live in Palm Beach Gardens. Little known fact. Okay. I'm seeing all these comments coming in. I am now getting kicked out of my apartment because I brought up toxic mold to the management. Guys, I cannot talk enough about this. I could talk to you about. That's why I'm offering this. Hey, Deborah from Texas. I'm offering this opportunity for you guys to join my Wildly Well community because I could talk about this a lot. And if you want more information, I'm going to share at the end of this how you can find out more information for free. You can get all of my videos. You can watch the documentary that I released called Killer House. That's at killerhouse.org, killerhouse.org. And I'm going to share that. Hey, Liz, how are you? Ricardo, Texas. How's it down there? Listening from Indiana, Hill Country, Texas. Thank you so much for being here. You guys, honestly, you really buoy my spirits. And we've got somebody from Joe from SoCal. How's it going out there? Thank you very much. You guys are just, oh, I love it. Hey, Julie from upstate New York. Thank you for being here. El Paso. Hey, Daniel from El Paso. Marshall, Illinois. Daryl, thanks for being here. All right, guys, I'm going to get started. So what I want to talk to you about, I came up with this, is it acronym? Yeah. So M is going to stand for mindset. Now, if you think you have mold, guess what? You probably do. Over 85% of homes have some degree of toxic mold. Now, here is the thing. There are thousands of different types of mold, from mold in the cheese that we eat, mold in food, mold in all sorts of things. And I'm going to get into more of that in my program, the Wildly Well Community. And I have talked in, I can share those videos with you. They're at killerhouse.org for free. But you're going to have create a different mindset. So many times, doctors, when I was struggling trying to find an answer to my illness, and for those of you who don't know, here's the 30-second recap of what happened to me. My home that was once featured on MTV Cribs was contaminated with toxic mold. I got sick and almost died. I was diagnosed with having pre-emphysema. I don't smoke. I've been teaching group fitness classes since 1980. My husband, Ted Nugent, and our son, Rocco, and I all got very ill. I was in the hospital for a month. So I feel compelled to share this information with you. And what nobody told me was that a lot of doctors had said, oh, they tried to convince me that it was all in my mind, when really I needed to create the mindset that no, it's not all in my mind. There is something going on. If you think you've got toxic mold, you've been exposed to toxic mold, you probably have. So the next step is O, stands for observe. Observe those things, those places. A lot of times, like for me, we never saw anything. It was literally raining between the walls because the builder didn't install the flashing properly, which happened to us again and again and again. And I want to tell you, I've seen a comment. Many of you might have seen the news report that we have a lawsuit against our current builder because he did just that, did not install the flashing properly. And somebody had said, just one person, how you like that one person. I get 99% unbelievable, amazing comments, and one person says, well, I thought you guys knew what you're doing. Oh, we do. We did. That's why we are taking it to the next level, because this is the one thing that the main thing that we had expressed to this builder is build us a house that doesn't leak. And before we moved in, we had 4 water leaks. So we went over all of this and it still happened to us because people aren't taking the extra precautions. They don't care. I would love to meet a conscientious builder, but I haven't met one. I know they're out there, and I've had people that say they want to build. Honestly, I videotaped every single stage of building this house because my goal was I wanted to show you how to build a clean, green, energy efficient home. I was going to create a different documentary. I was going to show you about how you can do this too. And it turned into a much different documentary than I expected and that I wanted. And I don't want this to happen to you. If it can happen to us again and again and again, I'm hearing from people who are sick and they don't know what to do. So that's why I'm sharing this. So O for observe. Observe the places that you can look, like underneath the sink. Or if you see, I'm looking around my room, like the corners of the room, the molding. If you see, something that looks darkened, and maybe a darkened tile around the toilet, around the shower, around the tub, around the sinks, look for those. Become observant. You've got to start looking at your surroundings a lot differently. Unfortunately, L is for leave behind. One mold spore is 1/100th the size of human hair, and its natural defense mechanism is to propagate 1,000,000 times. One of the things that our original builder for our MTV Cribs home, well, it wasn't the builder, it was the insurance company who had told us, just, I tell you what, why don't you try, we had all of our clothes cleaned. And we didn't know this. The insurance company came in, they took all of our clothes. We had gotten so sick that we had done everything from move into my stepdaughter Sasha's home for a little bit. We moved into a local hotel, which was a disaster because it had an indoor pool and it was like a terrarium, and we even got sicker. And then I'm writing about this in a book that's coming out soon. I'm not done with it yet, so hopefully it'll be out by the fall. But we were recording. Ted was recording a show for VH1 and called Surviving Nugent. This was back in the early 90s, or no, early 2000. I think it was 2001 that we were doing this. And so we had a contract that we had to film on the property where our MTV Cribs home was. We couldn't go inside. We got so sick that we ended up having to get a fifth wheel. We got a fifth wheel, little teeny tiny, like 100 square feet, whatever it is, not even that, 75. And we lived in that during the filming, I think it was 3 weeks of filming. I learned to leave behind a lot of things. And I trust me, I like clothes. I like purses and shoes and all that stuff. And you have to have the mindset, change your mindset. And you have an option. Do you want to be sick or do you want to be healthy? You can't, if you are in a home that is contaminated with toxic mold, and again, I'm going to get more involved in my program Wildly Well, and you can find out all this information for free. I've done oodles of videos that are available at killerhouse.org, and you can go check that out. Oodles of videos. You can check out my documentary, Killer House. But I talk about leaving behind everything. We walked out of our home with just the clothes on our backs and we got rid of those. Because again, one mold spore is 1/100 the size of human hair, and its natural defense mechanism is to propagate a million times like a dead dandelion. And people say there's a misnomer like, oh, can't can't Hey, everybody, are you still there? I think I'm going to start a new video. If you're still there, I'm going to start a brand new one.